Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are reacting to Is Grow Garden 2 dying live on stream. We have a giveaway. We have a Grow Garden giveaway stream right now. And yeah, we're going to react to it live. Alright, let's go.
Pretty much always on the top chart. So Grow Garden 2 has been out for a few weeks now, and it's pretty much always on the top charts of Roblox, pulling hundreds.
Yeah, it has like 500,000 people right now. It's averaging about 500,000, so it's a lot
of thousands of players every single day, seemingly doing amazingly well as it just surpassed 1 billion visits on the game, which is pretty awesome.
1 billion
However,
visits.
there are some issues.
Yeah, so in 2 weeks they got 1 billion visits, which is actually a lot.
To the game that have started to arise that threaten the future of the game, and the issues mean that the downfall of this game may be sooner than we might expect. The issue.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I agree. I think the updates are mid. I think that the duping is ruining the game. I think Jandal should just take over Grow Garden 2. I mean, I'm just gonna say that. I think Jandal should take over Grow Garden 2. I think that it's better if he just does. So
are only getting worse, and in today's video I'll be explaining everything that is threatening the future of Grow Garden 2 and why it doesn't have much time left. But real quick, feel free to like this video and subscribe, it means the world to me. But let's get right in this video because this is a big story. Now, as you guys know, Grow Garden 2 is pretty much the biggest game on Roblox right now to an extent. For the past few weeks, it's usually within the top 5 games on the platform. Usually
it has been. I think Animal Hospital is now up there, but I think Grow Garden was up there. It was
around 300 to 500,000 players every single day, which is extremely successful as the game is really showing no signs of dying yet. Except when you look under the surface, there are some things that are threatening the future of the game, that are some new issues that are going on, but also some issues that were the main downfall of Grow a Garden, the first game. Because as you guys know, the first Grow a Garden game had a pretty major downfall back when it...
Yes, it had like 50 million people, average like 2 million, and then one day it just stopped. Like, it's just, people just realized that the game was not fun and that duping was a major downside of the game. I think that it was also like, it just got boring. It just gets boring eventually. I think that's any Roblox game too. I feel like it just gets boring eventually. And they need to have good updates, and the updates then were getting kind of mid. So I think that's also a problem with Grow Garden 1. If you go in here in Grow Garden 1, I feel like, or Grow Garden 2, I feel like if you go over here, we've not gotten much, and we have gotten a little bit, but not much, and it's not great. It's not great. But yeah, let's just get back in the video.
Slowly fell off. Even though it had been the biggest game in Roblox's history, averaging millions of players, it had a pretty major downfall, and today sees a fraction of the player count. And some of the issues that actually happened in that game,
I think Grow Garden 1 averaged about like 50,000.
Have transferred over to Grow Garden 2, but there's also some new things that threaten the future as well. Now, just to give you guys some context of what this main issue is let's look back at the first Grow Garden game and remember what made it so successful. The original Grow Garden became popular for its big admin abuse events. These were things that brought every player in the game together, and it was basically the first game.
That was the first game to kind of start it. And now we have no admin abuse. We have no time of when updates are here. They'll just put an update out. They'll just like put an update out. Like they're like, oh, okay, update time. I think that's also a downside. I think that a lot of people don't like that. I think they said we were gonna do like admin parties or whatever, but then that never happened. It hasn't even happened yet, and the game's been out for like 3 weeks or something like that. So interesting.
In the entire history of Roblox to really do this idea the best way possible. Basically what it meant is these admin abuse events would happen on a day like, let's say, a Saturday when people weren't in school. It'd be happening at a great time in the day when most people were on Roblox, and then it would be a big massive admin event where they would give away free things in the game, and it would be a huge event that would bring sometimes upwards of 10 to 20 million players at a single time. Now, it wasn't for very long, but these things were insane, and at one point it had the most players in any video game ever. And so this is what kept Grow Garden popular.
I think it was it is the biggest game ever, or like it was like called the biggest video game ever because it had 22 million people on, and I don't think most people just weren't bots. I mean, obviously, about like 2 million bots were on, but 20 million people were on a game.
Came
Like,
an
that's
issue
insane.
for that original game, because not only did the admins run out of ideas, but people also just stopped getting excited for them because they just weren't as crazy as they were at the very start. And so in Grow a Garden,
Yeah, okay, so someone in my chat said it was the admin abuses that attracted everything. But over time, it felt repetitive and boring at some point. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's the same event every single Saturday. It's fun until it's not. It's like, that's what Seal of Brain Rot, too. Like, if you play that, it like, the admin abuse is just fine now. Any admin abuse, if you play it, like, for 3 weeks in a row, it's just like, like, I don't really care. Like, I used to, like, say, oh, I need to be home on Saturday. I need to get on the admin abuse. I need to do this. But now it's like, well, I just don't care.
too, many
Really?
people expected those admin abuses that made the first game so popular to happen again, but that's not what's happening. If you guys have paid attention to Grow Garden 2, there has been no admin abuse events.
true.
Because here's the thing, there's a TikTok from Jandel, which I'll show in just a second, who's the creator of the game. You guys probably know Jandel, who basically says that the admin abuse events won't happen in this game. And this is for a couple reasons that I think are fairly good, actually, because these are things that actually keep Grow Garden 2 popular for a while. However, I'll explain why this might be a bad idea.
Why is someone is mowing my lawn mid-video? Someone is mowing my lawn mid-video.
For a couple reasons in just a moment. But here's the TikTok from Jandel.
With GAG 2, we're trying new things. If we were going to do these crazy event updates and admin abuses every week, the game would just end up like GAG 1, where it was like
That's true. I think now that, like, I think there's still a lot of bots, and that ruins the point of the game, where it's like they can just buy, like, instead of like you buying one Dragon Breath seed, they buy 15 at a time. You know,
an
Or, like,
economy.
100
If you
at a
grinded through the week, it was like pointless because people just turn up to the admin abuse and get the item. It kind of just sucked. So with GAG 2, we're trying new things.
So yeah, he basically says that players only logged in to play the admin abuse items to get free items and then stopped playing until the next one. And the giving away the free things just made it so the game's economy would be so bad. It would destroy the value, and the admins believed that that was the main reason that the game failed. And in my opinion, to an extent, I do think this is a good update, because as he said in that TikTok, I do think that the admin abuses probably made the game not last as long. But there's also one thing to mention, is that many people might not play because of those admin abuses not existing, and it also means that Grow Garden 2 might not be as viral by getting...
Okay, hold on. Dude, what machine are they using to mow my lawn? That's my question, bro. We gotta turn this up more.
as many players at special events, so there's a chance that this might
This
not
is a
be the
quiet
best for the
YouTuber.
future of the game, but we'll have to see how it unfolds, because he did mention there'd be some sort of admin party event, so it might just end up being the same thing yet again. But the thing is, there's something that is way more threatening to the future of Grow a Garden than any sort of admin abuse updates or anything along those lines, and is an issue that has plagued Roblox for months and months, but is genuinely so bad inside of Grow a Garden 2 that it may be the main reason that the game will die out very soon. And that is an issue that is happening right now as I record this video, because as I was recording, I was just sitting inside of a server, and there's a few things that have instantly appeared. As you guys can see, there are a few massive gardens in the server, and you guys can tell that my game is extremely laggy. If you play Grow Garden 2, or have even played it for 1 or 2 times, you guys have probably seen this kind of thing before. There are about 4 of these gardens in the server, and you might just think these are absolute pros at the game, until you realize not only do you go to their garden and you see it's very huge and just sort of like, how could a human build this garden, right? But you'll realize that these accounts are bots. If you look at their names, they have no real personality. For example, there's one I'm going up to right now, Arrow MU Flick G. Like, bro, what is this name? There's multiple in the server. For example, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. All of them having hundreds of millions of shekels, which is extremely hard to get. This is not like some just, someone's alt account that they're grinding on as well. These are full-on bot accounts, because I'm not the only person who's pointed this out either. Creecraft has made a short talking about this as well, pointing out the fact that this is all over the game and threatening the future.
So Grow Garden 2 has a huge problem. Bots. Almost every single server is just full of bots. I haven't seen a Roblox game botted so bad since Pet Simulator. And if the bots aren't dealt with soon, this game's economy might just be cooked.
And these gardens just ruin the playing experience. You guys can see my screen. I'm gonna be honest, I have a pretty good computer, and the fact that I'm barely able to run through this game without it being extremely laggy is crazy to me. Every single one of these gardens has just an AFK bacon hair inside with the biggest garden you've ever seen in your life. And these are everywhere. As I explain this issue a little bit bit further, I'll show you guys more footage of me just joining these servers because it is genuinely insane. This issue is so bad that it's making many people want to just quit the game or just not even play it entirely. It genuinely ruins the experience because if you were to scroll through the players of the game, you would notice how bad the issue is. Here's a post
like they're just selling them on black markets.
From 2 weeks ago, with someone saying Grow a Garden 2 has a really bad bot situation, showing the exact same thing we just saw as I was recording the video. You guys can see the same massive garden and names that are just very clearly made up. Some of you guys may be like, okay, well you could just join servers without bots, and you know it's good because it makes the player count higher. Both of those reasons are not really great because the bots end up joining like your own server too, but also not only is it inflating the player count to make it be more and more bots versus less and less humans, but also one of the main things that keeps this game alive is also why these bots exist so majorly. Inside of the game, as you guys know, you grow plants in your garden. That's what Grow a Garden is. Some of these are more rare. They can get special mutations. You can find rarer and more expensive seeds. You can get them from events, things like that. There's higher value to certain plants in the game, and sometimes you can get ones that are extremely rare. Now in Grow a Garden 2, they also implemented a feature too called the auction. Now the auction, you can basically put money to buy things that are more and more rare, and basically you can buy things and there's values to them and stuff like that. Basically there's some items in here you can spend your shekels to buy these, and this is another part of the economy that's new to Grow a Garden 2. But as I explained, basically everything in the game has a value of some sort, and so these bot accounts coming into the game, you guys can guess why they—
Okay, someone in my chat, I like this response. Ultimately, GAG1 died because of exploits that destroyed the economy in the game. I also like the fact on how you'd have to actually do more work in getting good on GAG2, just big amount of bots. It's a very
this is a major issue. A real person would have to spend hours.
And then, like, I think for the average person to get a unicorn without, like, coming to my stream or something, like, it would take them probably, like, a couple days just to get one. These bots, like, they can teleport to these servers with unicorns in them and, like, just buy them all up, and then they sell them for money, like, pounds, US dollars, you know, whatever currency you're in, they sell them for real life money. So
to grind out a rarer seed and a rarer plant. They have to wait through a bunch of different weather type events. They'd have to get a bunch of different mutations, things like that. But when there's thousands of bots inside of the game that are farming these items, it destroys the value of these items because what it does is it makes them easy to get for all these botters who can resell it to the people who actually want to spend time grinding the game. What does anyone even stand a chance trying to grind something in the game that takes more time when at the same time there's going to be like 100,000 bot accounts that get the exact same thing at the same time as you? What's even the point? And this is not an issue that's brand new. This has been around for a while, but it is becoming so bad to Grow a Garden 2 that I'm going to be completely honest, I genuinely think that it's possible that over 50% of the people playing Grow a Garden 2 at any given time are just bot accounts. They're not even real human beings because of how majorly this issue is just plaguing the game. And I will honestly say, I think there's a lot that developers can do to stop this in the game. However, it's also on Roblox to deal with this because what's going on is also against their TOS, not even just because of the bot accounts with maybe hacks on them and stuff like that. The issue is much worse because some people may think, you know, they're farming it to just have these rare things on their main accounts or something. No. It's to resell these for real life money. Now, I'm not going to be showing anywhere that this happens because most of the time it's a scam or it's just all.
There's also people paying for scripts to auto buy stuff. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I bet everyone knows two websites. They're pretty popular websites. I'm not going to promote them, but I feel like anyone in the Roblox community knows two websites that just sell a bunch of stuff, and half the time they're scams, half the time they just don't work out, and you're just using your own money for them, so it's just not worth it. But yeah, I think that the fact that people are making like, I bet someone's made like 100 grand off of just, there's a YouTuber promoting that. I know, yeah, I don't want to promote anything, but there's a shot that starts with an E. I don't want to name it, but yeah, I know a lot of people promote it, and I know that. Wait, what's his name? He's like the Too Slow. he promotes like Stashly GG or whatever. Don't shop there. Don't buy anything there. But yeah, he promotes like Stashly GG, I think, something like that. So, but it's just not worth it. I would say it's just not worth it.
Completely against the rules of Roblox and will get you probably banned if they figure out you've done it. It's not worth it to do, trust me. But these accounts farm these rare items to resell them for real life money. There's listings on many different sites that sell things for upwards of hundreds of dollars. Again, I'm not going to be showing those, but that's what these guys are doing. They're trying to get as much of the quantity and
there's many duplicating glitches and seed selling webs.
Stock of these rare items to sell off to people who are actually wanting to get rare things in the game by using bots to farm them and then selling them to people who don't want to, make massive bot farms and spend their entire lives playing the game. And so not only does this massively destroy the rarity of items because thousands of people get them as opposed to just a few, but it also threatens the economy of the game by just destroying the value because everything has way more than it should. Let's just give like a baseline example.
Shekels are eventually just not going to be worth anything, Like right now, people will want shekels. Eventually, people just are like, here's a quintillion shekels for free. Like what happened in Gorgon 2 or Gorgon 1.
24 hours for a real person to get the rarest plant in the game. Let's just say somehow it takes 24 hours, some combination. Then if there's 100,000 bot accounts that also take 24 hours and they all start at the same time, there'll be one real person with that and 100,000 bots with it. It just destroys the economy of the game and it just destroys.
Let's actually just look. I'm curious now. Actually, how many subs are it? Did we hit 1,000? Oh, no, we're close. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Let's just look at Gorgon 2 servers right now. Bots do auto stealing. Yeah, auto stealing, auto selling, auto buying. That's how they get all their shekels. They just sit there and let's just go in servers here. Oh my god. Dude, like I get that a couple people just don't have Robux, and I get that. That's every single game. Bro, what is this? These are all bots. It's so obvious too. Maybe not this server, but like, look. Let's go on another top game. Let's just go on charts. Let's look like Animal Hospital. This game literally has 1.2 million people right now because of the update, I believe. Servers. These are just Roblox players. Look, like none of them are... Like, I know there's a couple bacons because some people don't have Robux, whatever. But there are no, like, bots. There are no bots. And this game has 1.2 million players. There's only a crap ton of bots in Gorgon 2. And I think it's very sad that the game is going down this path. But let's get back to the video.
Destroys the values of these plants, these seeds, the pets, whatever it is in the game, and it threatens the future because what's going to happen to this game if these bots do not get dealt with? And I'm going to be honest, guys, this has been an issue for years. I made a video a long time ago talking about this on Bloxfruits, and I've been trying to get Roblox's attention to deal with this, but nothing is seemingly working. The issue is somehow only getting worse, and even if they're trying to fix stuff, it's not working because these guys are just getting around it. People are saying it makes you wonder if it is the devs are trying to boost the game numbers, or they won't terminate those. It makes the game popular.
I think that the devs don't care because one thing, because I'm a Roblox developer too, every single time a player's on, they get money. You get you don't get a bunch, but you get like 0.2 Robux every player someone's on for like every minute. So when they're getting, that's like a million Robux every single hour or whatever. Like how many times, whatever, how much time, but like, if they get rid of the bots, they're like splitting their money in half. They're splitting their income in half. And devs just don't want to do that. So I think they just don't care.
Easy. That's how it is with any new popular game. This is an issue that has been around for a while, and many people wonder if Roblox likes this happening or developers like this happening because it inflates the player count so they go higher on the charts. That is a genuine possibility, but I'm not going to accuse anyone of doing that because I would really hope that's not the case. And here's the thing as well, people are not happy with Grow Garden 2 for a multitude of other reasons. Grow Garden 2 be like Krusty Krab 1, Krusty Krab 2, and it's like the same thing just with a big number 2. I mean, that's literally how it is. And then there was a post here by someone who says, opinion on Grow Garden 2? It's more useless than the 84 different Pet Sims. It's literally the same thing as Grow Garden 1.
It's like Pet Sim 2. It's like Pet Sim 1 and Pet Sim 2. No difference. Absolutely no difference. Different pets, different things, same idea. Exact same idea.
This ain't even worth my time. And yeah, most people tend to agree the same thing. A lot of people are also mad that their progress in Grow Garden 1 didn't transfer over, so they grinded it for real for so long just to get everything reset and a new game to drop. And the thing is, a lot of the issues that faced Grow Garden 1, like for example, just the fact that it's a game that won't last forever, along with all these new issues that have gotten worse and worse.
Honestly, I really like the... Oh, wrong tab. I really do like the quality of Grow Garden 2. Like, it's very high quality. I really like these. I like this. This looks nice. The plants look very nice. I like the quality. I like the game. But it's going on a path where it's going to die.
Means that Grow Garden 2 might die out faster than the first game did, because not only are the real fans mad at the developers for so many different reasons, like the weekly events update, or the fact that all their stats got reset, or the fact they're not dealing with bots. Issues like these are going to stack up, and if the developers don't do anything about these, then it's likely this game will fail pretty fast. I honestly hope it doesn't. I hope the developers learn their lesson from the last game and fix these problems, but it's going to be interesting to see what they do. And honestly guys, if there's enough support on this video, maybe there's a small chance a Roblox admin will see this and actually try to do something about the bots infesting the game. It's a problem that not only Grow Garden 2 faces, even though it's probably the worst right now, but every other big game, like even Adopt Me, has this problem massively. Any game with some sort of economy and value, which is what makes the game popular in the first place usually, is facing this massive bot issue that is just destroying the platform of Roblox entirely from the inside out. I just say that Grow Garden 2 has this way worse than any other game right now, but tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm interested to know what you think because this is a very interesting issue.
Sorry. Shout out Avery. She's the best growing garden player. Grow Garden player too. Grow Garden 2 player. She just texted me. She was like, "Give me a shout out." Shout out Avery.
Tell me what you think in the comments down below. But either way, that's gonna be it. Have an amazing day and take care.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. I agree with, like, everything he says. Like, literally everything he says, I agree with. I agree that the platform is not doing anything about it. I think that's just Roblox in general. Roblox just does not care. Like, give me money, that's all they care about. You know? Like, why would they, you know, whatever. They're not going to care. But, yeah. Yeah, I think that it's a very interesting topic, and I think they need to fix something. That's all I'm going to say. So, peace out, everyone. Bye.